Hey, what's up, neighbors all stars? This is your boy, the Bathroom Bandit, coming at you live from my kitchen. Uh, listen, man, I went over my weekly predictions that I had for this week, and I did a fucking horrible job, man. I only got half of them right, 50%. Three right, three wrong. Let me start off with the first matchup. Munching on Bunching. Munching on Bunching, you pulled a close one out this week. I was actually projected to beat you by 15, and you ended up beating me by, I was actually projected to beat you by 12, and you beat me by 17 points. Um, this is actually closer than you think it was. Um, the score implies that it was a 17-point, pretty comfortable win for him, but it wasn't. This game really boiled down to an injury. An injury because when you look at it, the quarterbacks are even, the receivers were even. Okay, he inched me out on the tight end, but I inched him out actually in my second receiver, 16-4. It all boiled down to the running back, Charkandrick West, pulling his damn hammy. Injury's part of the game. It's not an excuse. That's what happened. He was having a pretty solid game until he got hurt, and your running backs end up outscoring my running backs by 20 points. So I think that's what I could put the difference in this game to. Your running backs outperforming my running backs. Nonetheless, man, 11-0. That's pretty fucking impressive. That's an amazing streak. Um, I haven't seen one in any one of the major 12 team leagues I've played in yet. Maybe a one loss or two losses here and there, but no losses this late in the season. That's pretty fucking impressive, man. And by the way, I salute you. You got the high score of the week also. You improved to 11-0. I dropped to 7-4. Next matchup. Dom versus LLX2. I predicted LLX2 to win this based on the simple fact that Dom obviously quit playing, and this was a very easy one to predict. LLX2 only scored 129 points, not very many points. But when you got a guy who's starting quarterback is Andrew Luck, CJ Spiller is one of his running backs that's on a bye, his kicker is on a bye, and his flex player is CJ Anderson, then, that's a victory for you. You don't have to really think about it. You could pretty much bet your paycheck on it. You can bet your house on it. And you can get a little fancy and bet your whole damn life on it. You probably win, you know. But anyways, LLX2, you improved to 6-5. Dom, you're already out of the playoffs anyways. You dropped to 2-9. We understand. Um, Next matchup, Roy Oak versus Enfuego. I got this one wrong. I predicted Enfuego to win. Roy Oak, nothing against you. I just thought he had a better group of players this week, and they underperformed. I mean, horribly. Chris Ivory only gave Enfuego 6 points. One of the best running backs in the league. Marshawn Lynch didn't even play. That's a bad coaching move, by the way. You had Rawls on your bench, so obviously you didn't pay attention there. You admitted to it. You forgot to switch him out. That really hurt you. Amari Cooper, I mean, one fucking point. He didn't even get hurt. 1 point. Wow. So that was the big difference. He had his heavy hitters getting no points, 1.6 points. Uh, three big time starters combining for 7 points. Also, Carson Palmer for Roy Oak had 44, and then Fuego, your starting quarterback had 21. Um, Royal Oak, you improved to 7-4, and Fuego, you dropped to 6-5. Next matchup, Team Nice versus Big Time. I got this one correct. Big Time, you had one, two, three, four guys that scored single digits, and you had one guy that scored in negative. So that's pretty much what your lineup looked like. Your high scoring player was Matthew Stafford with 25, the only person to score over 20. So this is a pretty easy game for Team Nice. Um, you got the luck of the draw with your matchup this week because 127 would have gotten you beat by five different teams. One, two, three, four, five, six, by 16. You've gotten beat by 16. So you got a good draw this week. Hey, this is not the BCS, like I said several times before. A win is a win. So hey, you improved to 8-3, Team Nice, and big time you dropped to 5-6. Next matchup, White Chocolate versus Carolina Pride. I got this one wrong. I predicted White Chocolate to win. How did White Chocolate lose? Well, um, he had a 15-point advantage at the tight end because Kyle Rudolph gave him 30 and Greg Olson only gave Carolina Pride 15. But then he gave that right back when when his kicker got outscored 21-8. And the other main contributing factor in this one was the quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers had another very subpar um, non Aaron Rodgers type game. 212 yards, just two touchdowns, 26 points, while Cam Newton had an awesome five touchdown game and gave him 42 points. So he outscored Aaron Rodgers by 16 points. And and Carolina Pride was able to edge this one out. This is the closest game of the week by 6 points, improving his record to 3-8. Even though he's out of the playoffs, he's still playing the spoiler role. He's setting his lineup. He's doing his thing, and he's winning some of these games. So hey, guys, you got to be very, very careful when you're playing some of these guys who not in the playoffs. Some of them might actually have bad intentions still. So set your lineups wisely. Maddie, White Chocolate, you dropped to 6-5. Last matchup, Extractors versus Century Legend. Well, this is one of those guys you don't have to worry about pulling off a spoiler because he's not going to set his lineup. He hasn't set his lineup out of 10, 11 weeks of football. The man has set his lineup maybe 3 weeks. So, Century Legends, you dropped to 1-10. Extractors, there's no point in going over this. The man scored 0 points, man. You could that 1 point that Danny Woodhead got you won the game pretty much. That was the difference in this game. Danny Woodhead scoring 1 point. So nothing to talk about here. Extractors, your pretty sad team improves to 4-7, and you're still in the fight for the playoffs. Listen, guys, I'm gonna go over this playoff race real quick. It's everybody everybody still has a shot of making the playoffs except for three teams. Century Legends, Dom, and Carolina Pride. They pretty much out of it. Extractors at 4-7, you have to win out, and you have to hope that teams like LLX2 and Big Time or White Chocolate and Fuego, you have to hope that they lose 2 games in a row and you win 2 games in a row. Right now, as it stands, Munchin on Bunchin is number one. Team Nice is number two with a 8-3 record. Bathroom Man is number three with 7-4. Then you have Enfuego and Raw Oak at number five, and at number 5 and 6 is actually at number 4 and 5 is in Fuego and Raw Oak at 6 and 5. And wait a minute, Raw Oak won. So Raw Oak is 7-4. He's number 4. And then you have Enfuego and White Chocolate at the 5 and 6 spot at 6 and 5. Now LLX2, you have a 6-5 record, but you score less points than White Chocolate and Fuego, so that puts you in the 7th spot. While Big Time is in the 8th spot at 5 and 6, and like I said, Extractor is in the 9th spot at 4 and 7. So you guys have to set your lineups carefully, man. You got to pay real close attention. We only got 2 weeks left. You got a $3,500 prize, a $1,500 prize, and somebody can get their money back. So pretty much you play for free, but you have to make the playoffs to get yourself in that position. So hey, man, the people who won this week, congratulations. To the people who lost, better luck next week and the week after. And I'll see you guys on a Friday. I'm gonna do my predictions and see if I can improve on that 50% that I put out this week. Even though I only got 3 out of 6 right, remember the Bandits still run this bitch.